Hello, it's Rob from Fountain Pen Journey with a little bit of a rant. It's not so much of a rant, but more, a little bit of useful information for my subscribers and those who are interested. Basically to, just inform you, advise you, guide you about buying pens or any other item, to be honest, mail order from overseas. I mean, obviously here in the UK, we've got our own courier services, postal services, Royal Mail, for example, most of which do a good job. Hermes, you don't. You're awful. Yodel, I'll add you to the list as well. Don't bother with those two. Anyway, the main thing is recently, I do buy pens from overseas. We're still part of the European Union here in the United Kingdom. And I don't want this to turn into a rant about Brexit, and if you're going to start putting comments about Brexit in the comment section below, then I'm not making this a political thing, more of an informational thing, because over the last couple of years I have purchased pens from sellers in the European Union, Germany, all over the shop, but basically, when you buy from eBay, obviously you have to pay the postage, which can be a little bit high. You might be looking maybe about £9, $9, £10, whatever, for the actual postage. But we're still in the European Union, and therefore you don't get any sort of customs duty, things like that. Now, what has changed this last couple of weeks? Brexit has created an awful lot of uncertainty in the financial markets. Looking back at my show notes here, in 2016, one pound, Great British Pound, got you €1.40, which isn't too bad. It's not bad for an exchange rate. Now, £1 gets you €1.10, which is a little bit, you're looking at something that's quite equivalent. So when you do buy from Europe or win that eBay auction, it's not really in your favour these days. Obviously, I'm not going to dissuade anyone from buying anything, and if it's something that you really want and you must have it, go ahead and buy it. That's how it works. But it's not great for, if you like, casual purchases or spur of the moment things. As for the American market, well, the pound is not doing well at the moment. Back in April this year, April 2019, £1 got you $1.33, and now it's only $1.23. So, yeah, significant drop. But there is another caveat to that, and thank you to all my American viewers and subscribers. I appreciate everything you do, and unfortunately, the way things are with the, if you like, the US postal system, I can't buy pens from America. It's just prohibitively expensive. And I'll give you some examples of this. The first thing is you get taxes and custom charges. From outside of the EU, so basically anywhere that's not in, the European Union, we get charged VAT, value added tax, at 20%. So, you buy a pen for, let's just say $100, just for the fun of it, we're going to get 20% VAT on top of that. Also, you have to add, and just to point out, VAT is added to all overseas orders that are over £15. Now, I know a lot of people buy things from China. I have. You can buy pens from China, smartphones, whatever it is, and you can get some good deals. And I've been very lucky, touch wood, so far, in the fact that everything I've bought from China has simply arrived, and it's usually had the contents declared on it, like, mobile phone, pen, whatever it is, and usually has had the correct value on the outside of the package. So it's all compliant with the law, and I haven't been charged, because apparently the rules are that VAT is applicable to all goods worth more than £15. Sorry, I'm going to get all over the shop here. £15 you get VAT on top. So that's another 20% theoretically. And now I know a lot of customs stuff coming into the UK from China these days is now getting hit with customs charges. I know it's a tax and I know it's an unpleasant thing to have to pay, but at the end of the day, you know, it's providing us with money to fund things like border control, crime prevention, stopping drugs, weapons, things like that coming into the country, contraband. So I mean, it's a necessary evil, but it's still something to be aware of. We also have here in the UK customs duty on goods over the value of £135, which may well impact a lot of purchases from overseas. Smaller items obviously not so bad, but you know, if you're buying something mail order from America, there are a lot of extra things which might get put into the price of that item ultimately. So 20% VAT, that's probably going to hit anyway. You can't avoid it. And anything over £135, yep, you get customs duty. Now the customs duty is roughly 2.5% thereabouts, so it's not a huge amount, but it's a bit extra. However, the problem is also shipping costs. From America, I mean, I've contacted Goulet Pens. They're a very well respected retailer of all sorts of fountain pen related stuff. I've contacted them about what it's going to cost me to get anything from them here in the UK, and they recommended a shipping option for the UK which basically cost between $28 and $48, which was tracked, and they strongly advised against anything else that they offer. And they do offer different shipping options, and if you're in North America or America, you're probably not going to do too badly with Goulet Pens. They do have some good shipping options for you guys in America. But here in the UK, you know, you're adding, you know, quite a lot of money to the order. I mean, $28 to $48 plus 20% VAT plus 2.5%. It's adding an awful lot of, if you like, hidden cost to that purchase. So unfortunately, I can't see myself buying anything from America. I mean, obviously, if the UK eventually does leave the European Union, then things will change. I mean, we're going to have to open up all sorts of dialogues with whoever's president and whoever's in charge of America at the time, and find out, you know, are we going to do a trade deal with you? What's it going to cost? Leaving the European Union will also impact on things like, for example, the customs duty from the EU. So anything that I've previously bought from the European Union, no customs duty. As of Brexit happening, yes, there'll be customs duty. So I'm not going to say, you know, they turn this into a pro-Brexit or anti-Brexit rant, but just clearly there are a lot of things going on in the financial market and also with our own UK borders. I mean, who knows where we're going to end up in 6 months, a year's time. Things are going to change, and it is going to change quite continually during that period, and probably for quite a few years after that. So it's going to be interesting. So I hope you found this little video about buying from overseas useful. Bearing in mind, if you're watching this 6 months from now, things may well have changed. Who knows what's going to happen? All sorts of things are going to happen in the next few months in the UK. Who knows what's going to happen, because quite honestly, I think the entire nation, I mean, yeah, okay, we had a majority that voted us out of the European Union, and quite honestly, the way things are going, I mean, we've lost one Prime Minister, got another one in, and quite honestly, the Houses of Parliament are all walking out because of his views and how he's going to do things. So anything could happen. I mean, 6 months from now, we might not even have a UK Parliament. So anyway, not going to turn it into a political thing, but I hope you found it useful. Obviously, anything that you really do want, any of those pens that you absolutely love and you must have, buy them. Don't hold back. The future's uncertain, and you want that thing now, you know you want it. So buy it. Don't regret your purchases, but be aware of the issues that there are with buying things from overseas at the moment, and obviously anything from America. I know the Fountain Pen Facebook groups here in the UK, there's been a few moans about it recently, about shipping costs and VAT and customs duty, things like that. So, you know, it's one of those things to be aware of. But anyway, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.